not looking back. Eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde. A classic cliche, we're on the run. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss now. I'm done living life with the lights. I'm done with my own doubts. Be free.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you spin around.
Hi, hello everybody. Welcome to our live. This is our very first live session. We are here at Center for Independence through Conductive Education. You are on Discover with Dallas. In case anyone hasn't seen our previous videos, this channel was created to help spread awareness about kids with disabilities, just how awesome they are. We advocate, we spread awareness, we inform people that these kids are just amazing and awesome as any other kid. I am Mom. I'm usually not the one in front of the camera, I'm usually behind the camera. But today I'm going to just narrate exactly what's going on, what's happening, what these kids are doing. And in case you haven't seen, a few weeks ago we had posted a video called Center for Independence through Conductive Education. This video had so much positive feedback. I had gotten lots of questions. What is conductive education? How does it help these kids? So we thought it would be a great opportunity to maybe show a live session exactly what these kids do here at the Center for Independence. I know a lot of people don't quite have access to conductive education. Maybe it's not around where they live. I've talked to people across the world that right now they don't have therapy for their children. So this is a great opportunity to maybe learn some techniques you can do at home with your child. We're here to answer any questions. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, in the chat box. If you have any comments you want to say, put them in the chat box. And we'll try our best to answer them to the best of our ability. This is going to be a great live stream. We're super excited. If you like this live stream, make sure you click that like button, subscribe. It really helps spread awareness for these kids. It really creates a positive light, and we need more content like this out there, so people can just realize like these kids are amazing. So first I just wanted to say, what is conductive education before we get into our program. So every Wednesday around this time, we're going to show a little snippet, a little activity of what these kids do here. So you can come next Wednesday and you'll see something new, something different. So first I thought I'd answer the question exactly, what is conductive education? So really, conductive education is a rehabilitation program that's specifically designed for people with motor disorders, the most common being cerebral palsy. So the children here are really encouraged to become their own problem solvers and develop a self-reliant personality and an I can attitude to promote that self-sufficiency. So the program was founded under the thought that despite significant brain damage to the brain, that the brain is capable of creating new neural pathways to complete a task. So that's what cerebral palsy is. It's brain damage usually that happens, before, during, or after birth. So that is the diagnosis of these kids here in the background. Dallas is 7. She was diagnosed at 2 years old. So this is also good for if you did have a child that just was recently diagnosed, what it kind of looks like and what their day-to-day could look like. So I just wanted to say, before we go into the activity that we're going to show today, I thought I would ask a question, and I will look in the chat box if you know what is around the typical age that babies start sitting. And you can type that in the chat box if you want to take a wild guess. The typical age that babies start sitting.
And now I hold back onto the long stick with both of my hands. I hold back.
And I just wanted to know we are on a delay, so if you say a comment or a question, it might take me a minute to see it. 6 months. That's good guess, Nicole. Good guess.
Excellent. And now listen.
Yeah, so
focus on our straight
the typical 10 months, good guess. So the typical age for a baby to learn how to sit is actually between 4 to 7 months. So anywhere between that, that's usually around the typical age. And honestly, like, we usually don't think about it because it's something that comes so natural to the majority of us. And unfortunately, a lot of people with cerebral palsy, it's extremely difficult to learn how to sit. It takes so much muscles, balance, and posture. It's something that, you know, for personally, I've never thought of until I had a child like Dallas, and I realized, oh my gosh, why is it so hard to sit? And it really becomes a challenge in their everyday lives if you can't sit. If, for example, you have to think, like, we're going to go to the restaurant, or where is she going to be able to sit? Do I have to bring pillows? Do I have to bring blankets? We're going to go to somebody's house. So sitting, we use in everything. We use it at work. We use it at school. We use it at home. It's such a huge part of our lives that we really don't think of because it just comes naturally. So here at the center, sitting is something that is essential. It's one of the foundations that we need to work on for these kids. So today, we're going to show the sitting program and how these kids are able to learn how to sit. And if anybody has any questions, I'm going to do my best to look at the computer and film as well. I'm shortly going to go behind the camera and I'm going to just explain what they're doing and show what the kids are doing. And I will do that right now. So get ready.
Flips it back, right? Flips it forward and back. Forward. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Place them on your lap, lap, lap. Alright, if we get tired, that's fine. Let's put it back on our lap. So I put the long stick back on my lap. On my lap. Oh, that was so hard. I'm so proud, everybody.
So the sitting program is designed to improve balance and isolated movements while in the sitting position. So in this position, we try to give the child the least amount of help that they need to complete the task.
So AJ, I really need you to focus on your feet, staying on the ground flat.
And the eats here. So we have Sylvia. She is the one in the round moving chair. We have Jim in the back. And we have Jackie. And they've been working for Center for Independence through Conductive Education for a very long time. They are amazing. Right now they're using long sticks.
All the way to the left. Very good. Turn, turn, turn. Feel the stretch. Feel the pull. And to the right. If you are really clever, you can even look behind you. To the right. And to the left. Fortitum, fortitum, begish bunda, bunda. Hai bunda, chu, hai bunda, megish bunda, bunda. Hai bunda, chu, hai bunda.
So they use a learning approach with repetitive and rhythmic exercises and use it.
Excellent. We're going to do one more thing like this, okay? We are going to, don't do it with me right now. We're going to lean forward. So don't do it.
Wait. She said don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I want to show you guys exactly what I would like you guys to do. Can you sit up? Very good. So we're going to lean forward. I really need you to focus on your back.
So we have Dallas
and
on
look
the
at me
end.
the whole time. That means
That is Dallas right there. Next to her is her friend AJ. And then we have, sorry, trying to get the camera. No, I'm sorry. That's Dylan. Dylan is right there.
Lean forward. 1, 2.
This is AJ.
4.
The kids are working so hard. And then we have Ellie.
Sit up.
And they're using long sticks right now. This is a tool that's used in conductive education.
4, 5. We're gonna do it one more time, guys, okay? I lean forward. I lean forward. 1, 2.
A very important thing that the kids learn here is the rhythmic attention approach.
I sit up.
So you hear them saying, I sit up. So this is really important with the conductive education piece. With the rhythmic intention, they use that for the task. So this is the rhythm and the intention of language. So they say I, and when they say I, that means that they're taking ownership. I put my feet flat. When they say what movement they are doing, it's so that they are telling their body and they're understanding. So they're saying, I put my feet flat.
Towards this direction, okay? Everybody's right arm is towards me right now. So, right now you're supposed to hold on with your long stick with 2 hands, okay? Okay, everybody, very good. Check your sitting.
Yes, John, I just saw your comment. I didn't know that they knew German as well. Sylvia is actually from Hungary, and conductive education was actually founded by a professor who is from Hungary, so it's kind of cool. We have Sylvia's experience here, and I believe she studied in Hungary as well.
I hold on. I hold on. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
Can you sit up for me?
4, 5. And I keep it there. I keep it there. Excellent. Everybody.
So Dallas has the ball in between her legs, as you can see, and this helps keep the legs apart. One of the things with spastic cerebral palsy is the spasticity really wants to pull your legs in, so it really helps keep her stable while she's sitting there. It's really important to put something in between your legs, so she does have a wider
elbow. So you're gonna bend your elbow.
A wider support, base support.
Very good. Up and down. Jumping up and down in a little red wagon. Jumping up and down in a little
Yes, Josephine, learning and reaching and achieving with a method of education developed in Hungary. Yes, exactly. This was a method developed in Hungary, specifically for people with motor disorders. Specifically, all these kiddos have cerebral palsy. So Dallas has been coming to therapy. She's been doing therapy since pretty much birth. We started coming to Center for Independence through Conductive Education. We weren't seeing much results at the clinic, so we came here and about 2 years ago, and we've just seen monumental strides coming to the Center for Independence. Before she came to the center, she was not able to use her walker at all. It pretty much was just like a piece of furniture in our house. Since she started coming, she is just using that walker at home, she's able to, be more independent. They provide such great support here. They tell us not only are they helping the kids here, but they also help the parents. They give us ideas on what we can do at home. What are things that we can manipulate in their environment in order for them to reach that maximum independence, because that is the main goal here. Hi, Cindy. Oh, Lauren, I'm so glad that you're enjoying the program. We're going to be here on Wednesdays. We're going to be showcasing a new activity that these kids are working on. This is the sitting program. So what the kids do to try to get better control of their sitting. Sitting is just such an important part of everybody's life, and unfortunately it is something that can be very difficult for kids with cerebral palsy that have a motor disorder. And to learn how to sit is you're able to use everywhere. I know specifically Dallas was able to sit on her own probably when she was 5. She's 7 years old now. So even just going to school and when kids are sitting on the carpet at circle time, that was very hard. And it's hard for kids with cerebral palsy to sit on their own, depending the severity of it. Every kid is different in their challenges. But I know, so when Dallas had circle time at school, she really had to focus on not falling. And she couldn't really learn what was happening, what was being read to her. When she had questions asked, it was a little bit difficult because the whole time she's kind of thinking, how am I going to support myself so I'm not falling? So learning how to sit is just such a huge part of it. And when she was able to learn how to sit more supportedly, you'll see how it can become easier to learn and just to do so many more things. You're not as worried to go somewhere thinking, oh, well, how is my child going to be able to sit in the restaurant? Well, now she can.
What is your favorite song?
Thank you, Josephine. The stick that they're using, she said it teaches so much. So when they put it behind the neck, it is how I pull on my shirt. Behind my back is how I grab my cell phone from my pocket. And I'm sorry if I'm getting the comments and questions. We do have a little bit of delay, so I might be a little bit delayed. Tell us how the tools support them. Yes. So I am going to be at the end of our session, I am going to be asking the therapist. I'm mom, so I'm kind of narrating, so there are going to be some questions at the end that they might be able to answer better for you. I'm not a professional, I'm just a professional mom, that's all I got. And experience just from raising Dallas for 7 years with CP, and it is an adventure that she's only 7, so we still got a long ways to go, but I just wanted to really share this program because it has been such an amazing program, rehabilitation program. Like I said, Dallas was seeing was in physical therapy since birth, and we really seen such phenomenal strides that she's made since she started here at Center for Independence.
I stretch it out.
Yes. Oh, hi, Linda. Hi. Yes, this is such a great team. I know Jim and Sylvia have been working together for many, many years. So right now they're using rings, and this is a great tool to learn how to dress yourselves. So Sylvia is kind of explaining the rings and how they're going to use them to practice taking on and off your shirt.
Hold on the ring with 2 hands. Can you hold the ring with 2 hands? Hold on the ring with 2 hands.
Oh, Anita, thank you. Yes, advocating, that is exactly what I'm so passionate about. It's amazing how many people don't really know about cerebral palsy, even though it's the #1 physical disability for kiddos, for sure. And, just experience with Dallas, being Dallas's mom, we've had so many, stares in public, questions. So it's just, people are curious. They want to know, why is there an adorable little blonde girl in a pink 300-pound power wheelchair? So, we just want to, advocate and let people know, like, just how amazing these kids are, and she can talk, she can advocate for herself, and they have challenges that may be a little bit different than most people, but their needs and their wants are just the same as anyone else's. So right now they're putting the ring on and off of their arm, so it's almost like practicing taking your shirt off.
Up and down, in the sky and on the ground.
All the way up to your
Hold it
shoulder.
up there.
Very good. Now,
How did you handle it, Brandon? I'm reading yours. How did you handle it in your life, and how did you adapt?
Put it up. Now, can you put it down?
And so I'm thinking that question is asking me as a parent, how did I handle it in your life? As a parent, handling a child with special needs with cerebral palsy, I'm not gonna lie, I was really scared in the beginning. I did not know anybody with cerebral palsy, so I had nothing to go off of on what Dallas's future might be. So it was really scary, and that's one of the great reasons, and one of the feedback that I am getting is that since we started Dallas's channel, she is creating a hope for other parents that were just as scared as I was, that you can see in her videos how happy she is. She just loves life. She's hysterical. So it's great to see that. And, I guess I'm able to adapt because I have such an amazing child, and, I can bring hope to other parents that it's going to be okay. And, these kids work so hard at, in here, they work so hard to learn the simplest things, but even though things are harder for them, they really, really, really just are happy kids. So, how do you work with school for them to allow her to leave 2 times a week? My daughter will be starting the program for summer. Yeah, so each kid is different. So some children will come once a week, like for example, our friend Ellie here, she comes on Wednesdays. AJ, he comes, I believe 4 times a week. Dylan here, he comes twice a week. So it's really tailored to the kid and what their family can accommodate, what they can do. So for Dallas, she just had SDR surgery, and most people probably don't know what that is. We're actually going to be having a video about that probably in a few weeks. That's a common surgery for people with cerebral palsy. So Dallas comes here. Because she had the surgery, she has to be having rehab quite a lot. Sorry, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. So she comes here 4 times a week. Sorry. And what we do is our school district actually helps with tutoring services. So the days that she is in therapy school, she has tutor after we go home. And the one day that she's not in therapy school, she does go to school full day. So the reason why we have her here so much is, one, because the program absolutely works. Second, it is for people with cerebral palsy, our brains, and like I said, I'm just the parent, I'm not a doctor, but this is what I've learned. Our brains are have the most plasticity when you are young. So it's really important to start those therapies as soon as you can. So she's been doing therapy for a really long time. So she still has a long ways to go. So we are just trying to amp up as much therapy right now because of the surgery and the rehabilitation for that. But yeah, it's really important to get the therapies while they're young. I do like I said, I'm not a doctor, but that's pretty much what I've learned on this journey. So she has to be here. Doctor recommends after SDR 4 to 5 days a week. So we actually go to a post-op next Monday and see how she is doing. Sorry if I'm talking too much.
Very good. Now, before we start to step
If there's a will, there's definitely a way. Exactly. Yeah, we.
So Ellie, you can hold back on the bladder. Very good.
Yeah, she is such a hard worker. All these kids work so hard. You know, I'm so proud of all of them.
Thank you. Very good. And now we are going to shift weight. We're gonna swing to the right and swing to the left. Now, when you swing from side to side, I need you to lift your bottom up a little bit, okay? So if I lean to the left, my right butt needs to come up. And when I swing to the right, my left side needs to come up, okay? So let's swing from side to side.
So what you see Ellie is using also is, this is a very, this is what we use in Conductive Ed. I believe it's, somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a ladder. I think it's just called a ladder. But this is something that we'll probably show on one of the Wednesdays. And the kids use this for so many different purposes. This is a great way to learn with walking.
You know where your right leg is because that's
We
where
use
the
it
ring
to
is.
help
Right,
support.
Sylvia, right? So now we're gonna look down.
Thank you,
And
Christina.
I lift my right foot up and
We
I
really
put it
love
on the ring.
just showing
I
people
step
exactly what they do here and just, you know, spreading awareness on what it means to have cerebral palsy and maybe help others that maybe don't have access to this therapy or to any therapy at that matter, because like I said, it's critical for these kids to have therapy as soon as they can to hopefully optimize as their maximum independence.
Okay, so what we're
And
gonna
that's
do,
the main goal
I
here.
put
And
my
these kids
weight on my left
have
side
so
and
much
I
fun
step
together.
in place
I mean,
with
I know
my
Dallas
right
talks about her
foot
friends at
step
therapy school
in
all
place.
day, and she just loves Sylvia. She loves Jim. She loves Jackie. This is really a great group. And at Center for Independence through Conductive Education, they really kind of, here they put the kids kind of in the same age group, but they also do infants. They help infants, you know, NICU graduates, babies under 12 months old, and they'll be in an infant group. They have an adult group. They come at later times. There's different locations. So this location's in Lake Zurich. Hi, Lily.
Now, and no,
Sit up, Ellie.
and I step
We're gonna
off,
watch. So
okay? So I lift
Okay,
my
I'm
right
gonna-
foot up and I step off the ring to the side. I step off. I step off. Excellent. And now we're gonna step
Therapy.
off. So make sure you use your
That's
weight,
a very
you
good
put your
question.
weight on
What
the
is
opposite
Dallas's
side,
favorite thing
and
to
I
do in
step back
therapy?
on the ring.
She probably has a number of favorite things. I'm gonna have to ask her that personally. I know she really liked the trains today. So if you look over here, there is a long train set. And so what they have been doing with that is Dallas and her friends will sidestep, which is across there. and try to get the train to the other side. So that's a fun thing that she really liked to do. They like oh. So we're gonna on Wednesdays we are gonna come around the same time, and we're gonna show a new activity that these hardworking kids do each Wednesday. We are going, if you have any more questions, any comments, please don't hesitate. We'll try to answer anything. And if you weren't here during the live session, I'm going to keep this video on Discover with Dallas's channel, and you will be able to, say any comments or questions that you might have, and maybe we can answer them next week. If you want to see something specifically, if you are a parent and want to know more, just let us know, and we can try and show you something specifically if that's what you're looking for.
Because we were looking down, so now make sure you are looking up at me. I sit up tall. I sit up.
We just want to thank everyone that is here during this live session. I want to thank anyone that's going to be watching this on the replay. Any way that we can help, any way we can advocate, any way we can spread awareness.
Are you guys listening? It's gonna be hard. Are you ready for a challenge? Okay, so now I'm gonna step on the ring with my right foot and slide the ring in front of my left foot.
We're just gonna slide our
Okay.
Put your foot on the
So I slide, step up
Okay,
on
so-
the ring. I step on, and I slide the ring in front of my left foot. I slide it down.
Okay guys, I just wanted to say if you had any questions, any comments, please feel free. Put it in the chat box, or when we're gonna end here. I encourage you to come back next Wednesday and see what new activity that the kids are gonna be doing. It'll probably be around the same time. I will post it on our channel. I also wanted to mention here at the Center for Independence, we are having an amazing, there's raffle tickets you can buy on the website. They're doing a silent auction this week. It's really awesome. If you wanted a chance to win any of those things, we have a huge gift card tree. There's a huge alcohol bar raffling going on. I believe the gift card tree is like over $700. I believe that alcohol is like over $800 to win all of that. There's just silent auction with so many things if you wanted to do that. No pressure, but I will put the link in the description, and you can just click on the link if you are interested in that. If you like this video, if you want to see more lives, hit that like button. Let us know if you wanted to see anything else. We really appreciate you watching today, and I hope you have an excellent day.
Keep that ring back, keep your foot on the ring. Now we're gonna step to the side again. I step to the side.